So how do you light a cyc wall anyway? And why are we switching from these lights to these? Welcome back, everybody. What we have here in front of you are two lights, one of which is the current light that we have up in the grid behind me on this cyc wall, and the other one here is what we are going to replace it with. This here is the Aputure Nova P300c, and it is about, I don't know, 40 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. And we currently have 4 of them up in the grid. We have 3 on the wall and 1 as a hair light. We are going to replace it with this, the Amaran F21c. As you can see, no pun intended, it is a lot thinner. It is so much lighter. These F21cs, the C stands for color, so these will still have the same full RGB range that the Novas do. The main reason we are doing this, one, is ease of maintenance, and 2, well, we can save some money this way. These are $1,800, and these are, well, I don't remember exactly how much they are. I want to say they are $600 times however many lights that is. I don't do math. But, so I just wanted to get a couple of shots of what we are replacing here. Big bad boys. And then what we are replacing it with. Little guys, fun little guys. I almost forgot one of the other big reasons that we are changing from this light to this light, and that's power. This bad boy, the Nova P300c and the F21c, have a different wattage. This guy is 300 watts. This guy is only 100 watts. Why does that matter? Well, this is just so ridiculously overpowered for this studio that we have here. Most of the time, these guys don't go higher than 10%, and sometimes 2%. Here's a quick look at a video that we shot recently with Rob and myself in front of this wall with color, and the color is at like 2% brightness. So we never get it high enough to warrant having this much power. That's another trade-off in addition to the weight and the flexibility. And just to give you a quick example, so you have some context, right now I have a softbox right here that's lighting me, and that is at 48%. The background here is all at 4%. So I'm gonna take this. This is the iPad here, and it's the Sidus Bluetooth app, and I'll put it right here so you can kind of see a glance. This app allows us to control everything Bluetooth, all of these lights, old and new. And I'm going to bring this up. Right now we have this at, trying to find a good spot here so it's not shiny. We have this at 4%. I'm gonna bring this up and look behind me at how washed out I get. When I go here we go, here we go, here we go. And now it's just way overexposed, right? If I drop this guy down, you can see I'm almost in silhouette. We never need it to be this bright. So we're gonna bring this way back down. Now you can actually see a hint of me. There's a little bit of residual light spilling on me from this overhead that we are using here. But now we bring this hair light back up to about 40%. That's a 600D, 600 watts, but we'll talk about that later. So just wanted to throw that out there. That is another major reason that we are making this switch, because as great as these are, it's just kind of overkill for what we got going on. So anyway, Rob, the studio owner, will be here shortly, and I'm gonna let him do all the hard work while I sit on the ground and film it. Also, it's, you know, his investment, his money, so it makes sense for him to do that just in case. So anyway, a little bit of a before and after. Let's do this. Okay, so we're all done. The Aputure Nova P300cs have been taken down, and the Amaran F21cs have been put up. As I mentioned, Rob did most of the work, but as you can see, I did a little bit of stuff, mostly just adjusting one of the lights after we had gotten it in. The back wall light was a little bit too far to the back and it was getting a hot spot. So we pulled it forward one little rung, and it's actually right where the hair light is as well. I got my buddy Manny here with me, and you can kind of see right along in here and a little bit of a kind of a halo hair light coming down. And I've got a little bit on me too. But that's the same light, F21Cs, as the 3 lights on the wall. So that's right, only 3 lights, 1, 2, and 3. And it lights this whole area very efficiently. Just so you can see, I know I have this awesome looking purple behind me, but just so you can see what it looks like with regular daylight, which is what we had in the beginning. I'm gonna switch it over to, there you go. So this is pure white daylight. If you're into the technical side of things, this is 5600 Kelvin color temperature. For those of you who are not so technical, this is essentially sunlight. We can bring it down to 3200, which is tungsten, you know, your typical old school incandescent light bulbs that we all grew up with. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks a little creamy on the image, but back to a nice white. So that about does it. I think you can definitely say that we are satisfied with the light switch that we made. Nothing against the Aputures. Again, they were just overkill for what we needed in this application. We have packaged up the Aputures for sale, so we can ship those off. Although I think we're going to keep at least one of them here in the studio, just so we have that as an option for field shoots, on location, things like that. If you are in the market for switching, or you're thinking that maybe your lights are overkill from what you have in your cyc wall right now, we definitely recommend the Amaran F21cs. And what, you guys have to say? Really? You think I should dance in the outro? I don't want to dance. All right, Manny thinks I should dance for the outro, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on some club music here, and I'm gonna shake my ass, all right? Until next time, you have a good one. Peace.